Heaven's Gate. At Heaven's Gate, it is not too late to find a light from beyond the door, a place where you won't be distressed anymore. See in the light, no reason to fight. There will be a fair slate to discuss your life, now and from before. We know that you have been commissioned to experience life from every avenue, through contrasts of good and contrasts of bad, the many simple lives that most of us have had. On occasion, we might find some unified healing too, large groups of experiences that work together as a soul group review. The gavel falls when we are called to discuss our deeds and decisions of listening, learning, trusting, or whatever challenges we did befall. We have been told to do a thing or two, because in the end, this life must have its lessons reviewed. Not speaking your truth, not working with the group, not caring for others, not being a friend to your brother, abusing one's own health, too many lifetimes of selfishness, being self-righteous, gossiping about loved ones or friends, planning and devising new wars. Should I say more? Simple lessons and simple truths. Each is an individual contract that the universe made for all of you. Find a lesson that sets you free. Flow in your life purpose as you had intended it to be. It is much simpler than all the doctrines of men. You don't want another lifetime to return and learn the same lesson again. Forgive yourself. Forgive your neighbor. Forgive all people of bad behavior. You block yourself when you don't release your anger. Flow in the truth of knowing all your own answers. Too many search outside themselves for guidance from others who can't enter the gate and grant them pardon. Prepare right now to enter Heaven's Gate. Even beyond the grave, it is not too late. The divine light wants to see us all held upright. We return to Source, knowing that we are all connected through the universal bond that gathers all humans into the light.
Okay, so Heaven's Gate is something in your heart. And we often look on the outside to try to figure out where is the exact location and the space in which we go. And it's between the heart and the mind and the soul, and interconnecting to our inner truth, because there's no deception in our inner truth. We know the difference between what is right and wrong. We know the difference between whether or not we're honest. We know the difference between our integrity and who we are. And none of us want to be in a place of deception. None of us want to be in a place of not seeing the truth. However, because of life and our challenges, as we go through life in these different experiences, we end up bringing in more problems than we needed to, because it's not understanding fully how to handle the many ranges of challenges that we have throughout our lives. So Heaven's Gate is kind of freeing yourself from some of the paradigms of what you thought, was acceptable, what was required here. As a classroom here, we make mistakes. We've said things we shouldn't have said. It's hard to take certain things back. It's hard to undo certain circumstances. Some people have very much wronged us, or you or any individual has gone through many of these experiences. But the burden is when you carry those unforgiveness, pain, anger, you're carrying the weight of all of that. And believe me, I have my challenges with that as well. So it's just a reminder to all of us, because of everything that's going on around us, we want to lighten our load. Not to say that we're not in a position to, release and free those people that have done terrible things to others. You just present that to the universe. They'll take care of it. We also need to point things out and sometimes and speak out as we do, but not to carry the density and the weight of whatever is our experience. And many people talk about the kingdom of heaven being on the inside of us. Many look on the outside for a person to save them. And in this case, we're not necessarily looking for someone to save us. We are looking to free ourselves of and learn from the many lessons that we had in our life. And as we do these things, we just release it, ask forgiveness, release it, and let it go. And finding that heaven's gate, whatever that is for you, within you, that connection to the God source. That's pretty much what we need to see. There are pictures that were created of a nebula and someone superimposed. It looks like some ice crystals. And it's really a remarkable image. But it's someone's interpretation of where the gate to heaven is. But we're going to find it. We're going to find it within ourselves. And throughout everything that's happening, we can still be in alignment, be in a level of protection, knowing that we're hooked in properly to our higher selves, to our divine source, and understanding that we can be motivated in love, but also be guided with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it's always good to defend those that are weak and are not able to protect themselves, as we know to do. So thank you very much for listening. This was one of the last stories or poems given to me by Edgar Allan Poe in my book Macabre, and it's pretty amazing. I guess the image of Heaven's Gate kind of triggered me to bring this story in. There's so much going on in the world, and this seemed to be the right time. So in the middle of all the challenges and horrible things that we have to see right now regarding the news and what's happening to others, let's hold the intention, the highest intention for humanity. Thank you.